Free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Views aren't the best on this one, but that's all right. These are way off. That is a fancy section. Yeah. My views are like this view. Do that. Control 8. Okay. Captain Purse is on here. Beacon, wing, nav, seatbelt to auto, emergency light to arm, okay, and master. Start. That. Can I do Control 7 for that beat? Okay. Predictive wind shear is on, enabled. Init request. We're going out on runway 09. Okay, align. going out on SAD 8. 1 Delta, yes.
Algiers ground, Air France 1755. We're ready to receive our IFR clearance.
Air France 1755, cleared to de Gaulle via the SATF 1 Bravo departure, then is filed. Runway 27, initial climb, flight level 040, departure on 121.4, squawk 3344.
Auto, transmit receive for TCAS. Okay, gotcha.
Algiers ground, Air France 1755, cleared to de Gaulle via SATF 1 Bravo departure, then as filed. Runway 27, initial climb to flight level 040, departure frequency 121.4, squawk 3344.
Air France 1755, read back correct.
Our arrival's 27 right. Keep and keeper.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air France Flight 1755, departing from Houari Boumediene Airport and bound for the beautiful city of Paris. On behalf of myself, Astrid Hansen, and my colleagues, we are pleased to have you with us today. Please find your seats according to your boarding passes, and kindly stow your hand luggage either in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Should you require any assistance, do not hesitate to ask any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Air France, and we wish you a pleasant journey with us.
Lap setting is 1. We got up 2.7. And we're 595966. Okay. We are started, and APU is open. We're going to disconnect. When he push back and start clearance, we're ready.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Air France 1755, ready for pushback and startup clearance.
Air France 1755, pushback and startup approved. Face southwest.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
They're not.
I'm
but
waiting for all
what
of them
what
closed
else
and
is there?
disconnected, then I will proceed.
We'll go to ground services, catering truck.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Okay. Oh, by the way, that sync of see if I can get the default stuff.
Okay, now I'm over here actually.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
This is a long plane. Right.
Flight attendants,
Ignition,
prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call.
starting with engine 4.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta Airline.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case
Just
of
about
sudden
done
rough
here. Go ahead
air.
and set your parking brake.
In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We
we're
appreciate your
disconnecting the
understanding
tow.
if our
Give me just a
service
moment.
is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to
on.
comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits, and remember, they might be
And we're
behind you.
disconnected. Signal and
If
pin
we
on the
lose
right.
power,
Take it easy and have a
lights
safe
will
flight.
illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally, and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case. Life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door,
We are
ensure
ready
it's
for our,
open. See placard
taxi
instructions inside
clearance.
the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
Air France 1755, runway 27 taxi via Alpha 3.
Runway 27, Alpha 3, Air France 1755.
Cabin attendants, arm doors and cross-check. Welcome aboard Air France Flight 1755. We are flying to Paris with an estimated flight time of 2 hours and 10 minutes. Please pay close attention to the safety demonstration, even if you fly often. Fasten your seatbelt low and tight and keep it fastened when the sign is on. Return your seat backs and tray tables upright, and open window blinds for takeoff and landing. Set mobile phones to flight mode and stow laptops during takeoff and landing. Smoking and e-cigarettes are prohibited. Oxygen masks drop automatically. Pull, place over nose and mouth. Breathe normally and secure your own mask first. Life vests are under your seat. Put on, fasten and inflate after leaving the aircraft. Floor lighting guides to exits which are clearly marked. There are 8 exits on this A340-6. Your nearest exit may be behind you. Leave belongings behind in evacuation and follow crew instructions. Inform crew immediately if any device becomes hot or
Contact
emits
tower
smoke.
on 118.7.
The safety card has full
Safe flight.
details. Thank you for your attention.
Contacting tower on 118.7. Air France 1755. Algiers tower, Air France 1755. Good morning, holding short 27, ready for departure.
Air France 1755, heavy Algiers tower, runway 27, winds 140 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff. Air France 1755 heavy.
Approaching runway 27. On runway 27 remaining. 1,400 feet.
Great. Gear up.
Air France 1755, contact Algiers departure on 121.4.
Contacting Algiers departure on 121.4. Air France 1755. Air France 1755. Good morning. Climbing through 1000.
Air France 1755. Heavy, Algiers departure. Radar contact. Climb flight level 340 direct SADAF.
Climbing flight level 340 direct SADAF. Air France 1755 heavy.
Alright, we're already on standard altimeter. We're at 6500, climb into already clear to climb to 340. So we're on our way. It was straight out like flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and welcome back to our SkyMile members and Millionaire Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on.
Our cabin
Even if the
service
sign
will
is
begin
off,
shortly.
please keep your seatbelt
On
fastened
behalf
in
of
case you
Air
experience
France,
any
thank you for
unexpected rough
flying with
air.
us.
We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can you a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Air France 1755, contact Algiers, Maghreb control on 127.3.
This particular Airbus A340-600, has an excellent safety record. It's done really well.
Algiers, Maghreb control, Air France 1755. Good morning. Climbing through flight level 170 for flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Algiers, Maghreb control identified. Good morning.
What is our speed in miles per hour and in knots?
Our current speed is approximately 457 knots, which is about 5 to 6 miles per hour.
We're kicking it right now. Yeah. Okay, let's see where we are, how far along we are. We are 691 miles from 690 miles from Paris. We're going to be flying at about 526 miles per hour, about 450 knots. We're at 310, climbing to 340. Stabilize in a minute. Right, we just think we're at flight level. Yeah.
Air France 1755, contact Barcelona Control on 133.08.
Contacting Barcelona Control on 133.08. Air France 1755. Barcelona Control, Air France 1755. Good morning. With you. Flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Barcelona Control identified, bomb map.
Dear guests, we will now begin our snack and beverage service. Today we are pleased to offer our popular French pastries and a selection of fine wines from the Air France menu. After the service, you will have the opportunity to browse and purchase selected items from the Air France shop. Thank you for flying with Air France.
Right, we are bearing on about 659 miles outside of Paris. We'll be coming in on runway 27 right, Paris. So we've just got a lot of straight flying from 340 for now. I'm going to see if I can help the time along to get my Okay. That circadian rhythm thing's kicking in for me. I'm tired. Alright, we're 750 miles, like actual travel miles to the right to the final destination.
Captain Good, would you or the first officer like anything to drink or a small snack at this time?
Alright, it's time to use time compression and take some of the cruise time out. Control T twice. And I'm allowed to go up to 4 times, but I can't go anymore on these flights. So on a virtual flight like this, that's the hard fast rule. You go above that, using more than a 4x or 4 times, flight's rejected. So. And just because you say you're wanting 4 times 4x doesn't mean you're going to get it. It just depends. In this case here, it looks like we're getting about 3x. It's pretty good. We're 652 miles outside of Paris, and we're using a 2.6, 2.7 is about our time compression right now, so it'll take a little bit of time off. We're in the Toliss A340-600 aircraft that's had like an exceptional safety record, but just not as practical because they have 4 engines. In any case, it runs. It's comfortable, very comfortable, has a big cabin. It's really nice. Millie, what is the occupancy for the A340-600? How many people can I carry?
The Airbus A340-600 typically seats around 320 to 370 passengers in a 3-class configuration, but it can be configured for up to 475 in an all-economy layout. It's a long-range, wide-body aircraft designed for efficiency and comfort on intercontinental flights. Keep that in mind when thinking about weight and balance for your flights.
I will. What is the safety record of the A340-600 Airbus?
The Airbus A340-600 has a strong safety record, with very few incidents over its operational history. Its 4-engine design provides excellent redundancy, and its advanced avionics and systems contribute to safe, long-haul operations. For example, the A340-600's multiple hydraulic systems and sophisticated flight control computers help maintain control even if one system fails. Keep in mind, understanding the aircraft's systems deeply helps you manage any abnormal situations confidently.
Yeah, it does. Are there a lot of the A340s still in circulation now, or are they not as popular?
The Airbus A340 is less common now, as many airlines have shifted to more fuel-efficient twin jets like the A350 and Boeing 787. However, the A340 still has a niche for long-haul routes requiring 4 engines. For example, Lufthansa and some cargo operators still use them. It's good to know this when planning routes and maintenance schedules. Keep up the great work staying curious.
We're actually flying with a Delta livery on this flight. It's a contracted flight with I think it's a contracted flight with Air France. So, not to confuse. I mean, Delta, they're trying to get into the European market more, but they're not as steeped in the European market under their logo. It's funny, our actual distance to Paris is 425 miles. But because of the transition that I'm going to have to do, it looks like our actual distance is 535 miles.
Air France 1755, contact Barcelona Control on 118.035.
Contacting Barcelona Control on 118.035. Air France 1755. Barcelona Control, Air France 1755. Good morning. With you. Flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Barcelona Control identified, bomb map.
Right, 474 miles.
Air France 1755, contact Bordeaux Control on 125.79er.
Contacting Bordeaux Control on 125.79. Air France 1755. Bordeaux Control, Air France 1755. Good morning. With you, flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Bordeaux Control identified. Good morning. Air France 1755, contact Bordeaux Control on 127.675.
Contacting Bordeaux Control on 127.675. Air France 1755. Bordeaux Control. Air France 1755. Good morning. Maintaining flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Bordeaux Control identified. Salut. 1755, contact Paris Control on 122.575.
Contacting Paris Control on 122.575. Air France 1755. Paris Control, Air France 1755. Good morning, with you flight level 340.
Air France 1755, Paris Control identified. Good morning.
Okay. We're 200 miles out. 200 miles out from our final destination. QNH is 1017, same. At arrival. Temp is 17. And winds are from 300 at 6 knots. Decision height is 300. Okay. Let's brief the descent and approach.
Certainly, Captain. We will be arriving at Charles de Gaulle on runway 27 right, using the ALS approach. We'll be flying the Keeper 9er Whiskey arrival. Transition level is 60. After the start, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 27 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 310 at 6 knots. Cap. Okay, no significant weather expected. Published. Missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 3344, and approach frequency will be 1.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start our descent. Well, yeah. Let's get clearance to descend on our arrival.
I'll request descent clearance for the Keeper Nina Whiskey arrival into Charles de Gaulle. Paris Control, Air France 1755, requesting descent clearance for Keeper Nina Whiskey arrival into Charles de Gaulle.
Air France 1755, descend via Keeper Niner Whiskey to flight level 150 into de Gaulle.
Descend via Keeper Nina Whiskey to flight level 150 into de Gaulle. Air France 1755.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and started our approach to Paris. Please return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is now not permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Lieutenants, please prepare the cab for arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Alright, we're 260 and descending.
Air France 1755, contact de Gaulle, approach on 124.355.
Contacting de Gaulle. Approach on 124, decimal 355. Air France 1755. De Gaulle approach. Air France 1755. Good morning, descending flight level 240 for flight level 150.
Air France 1755, heavy, de Gaulle approach identified. Good morning, cleared Banzer 1 Whiskey transition. Expect the ILS runway 27 right approach into de Gaulle. And have you got information, Bravo?
Cleared Band 1 Whiskey transition. Expect the ILS runway 27 right approach. Information, Bravo. Air France 1755 heavy.
Air France 1755, cross India Golf 27 Romeo at altitude 5,000 feet.
Cross IG 27 right at altitude 5,000 feet. Air France 1755.
S26 left, 27 right. Departing runways 26 right, 27 left. Wind 310 at 6.
Air France 1755. Good morning, descending flight level 210 for 5,000.
QNH 1017. Transition level 60. Pavement repairs underway. Expect minor surface irregularities. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Bravo. Charles de Gaulle.
De Gaulle approach. Air France 1755. Heavy. Morning. Descending to flight level 200 for 5,000.
Air France 1755, heavy de Gaulle approach identified. Good morning.
$18,000 feet.
Coming, babe. Right, 12,000. Our speed is bleeding down. We're gonna go ahead, landing lights up. And we're about 69 miles from although the airport's right here at us. So. See the airport there. We're going to be coming back in. We're actually going around the other side. We'll be coming in on 27 right here. Okay, let's run our numbers real quick. We're going to leave our brake mode at low for arrival. Conditions dry, it's good.
feet.
Numbers are already in there, it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Paris. Please ensure all electronic devices are turned off and stowed away until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away, return your seats to their full upright position, and fasten your seat belts securely. Our assigned gate is Terminal S4, Gate K70. The weather in Paris is calm and clear, a perfect welcome to the City of Light. Crew colleagues, please check that everyone is seated and has their seat belts fastened. Thank you for flying with Air France.
Clear for the ILS runway 27 right approach via Banza 1 Whiskey. Air France 1755 Heavy.
Air France 1755, I need you below 250 knots. Air France 1755, contact de Gaulle Tower on 118.655.
Contacting de Gaulle Tower on 118.655. Air France 1755 Heavy. De Gaulle Tower, Air France 1755. Good morning, established on the ILS runway 27 right approach.
Air France 1755. Heavy, de Gaulle Tower, roger, continue approach.
our navigation got off because we need to be at FF27 right, which is our approach, and anyway, we're getting back, coming back. Landing system here. Okay. All right, we're getting back. And our approach is live. Our approach is active. Localizer will be getting to work as soon as we get to FF27 right. Foxtrot, Foxtrot. And we definitely need an eye for our approach. There we go. And glide scope's captured. 15 miles out. Carriage comes down at about 7 miles. Localizer is captured. Go. See the Airbus, see the runway? Way in the distance, but I see it.
2,500.
Looks good.
Air France 1755. Heavy, runway 27 right, wind 310 at 6. Cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 27 right. Air France 1755 heavy.
$2,000.
Flaps are full.
$1,000.
Approaching runway 27 right.
$500. $400. 100 above. $300. Minimum. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard. 5. Retard. 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 Retard.
Air France 1755. Good morning. Cleared off runway.
Please remain
Ready to
seated
taxi
with your
to the
seatbelt
gate.
securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin.
1755 to go ground.
Please be
Taxi
reminded
to
to use
terminal
caution when
S4
opening
gate
fuel can bins to
K70 via
prevent
Zulu
injury
2
from particles that may
Kilo
have
2, hold
shifted
short
during
of
landing.
runway 09er right. Good day.
You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs,
Kilo 2,
including
hold
checking
short
in
of
for a
runway
flight
09 right.
and managing your SkyMiles
Air
account.
France 1755.
If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a Uniform Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to
cross
answer any
runway
questions you may have.
09er right, then continue taxi via
behalf of
Delta
Delta Sky
5,
Team, our
Mike
global
Delta,
partners, and our
Bravo,
We'd
November,
like to thank you all
Romeo,
for flying with
November
us.
1,
We've enjoyed
Romeo.
having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again.
Then Delta
Thank
5.
you so much, and have
Mike
a wonderful
Delta.
evening.
Bravo. November. Romeo November 1.
Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
Approaching runway 9, right.
Air France 1755 Heavy, would you please activate progressive taxi?
Established in the year 1834, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we have reached the final parking position at the gate. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Air France. The local time here in Paris is 5:39 in the morning. For those continuing your journey, connecting flights are departing soon. Flight 248 to London Heathrow at 7:15 from gate M21, and Flight 367 to Rome, Fiumicino at 8 o'clock from gate L15. We wish you a pleasant onward journey.
De Gaulle Tower, Air France 1755. Good morning. Descending 1500.
Alpha, to go ground. Taxi to gate F28. We will Zulu 3, Kilo 3, hold short of runway 09er right. Good day.
Approaching runway 26, right. Caution, caution.
De Gaulle Tower, Air France 1755. Good morning at 500.
Air France 1755, heavy, De Gaulle Tower, roger.
Roger, crossing runway 09 right, Air France 490.
It's a good flight.